Hello everyone, and welcome to my BNB24 official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope and Liam have already crashed and burned. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, everything happened rather quickly, didn't it? We are, of course, referring to Hope Logan and Liam Spencer. Liam's second proposal to Hope had rekindled their romance only moments before. Although Hope and Liam both stated that it couldn't be all for nothing, some people have already concluded that it wasn't. But at the same time, it seems like they are only getting back together again for Beth. Because we haven't seen sequences of the two discussing themselves as individuals but only as a family with Beth. This has led many people to realize that they don't have a relationship without Beth. It's evident that a lot of fans of The Bold and the Beautiful have expressed their opinions on social media. The show has been rushing relationships lately. Some have even said in their comments. We've seen this with Katie and Bill as well. Right now, romance and relationships appear to be gaining precedence over the show. For a very long time, Luna was the main emphasis. When was the last time we saw a romantic love scene? Wrote a different soap opera critic. Every now and then, we catch a glimpse of Steffi and Finn on their couch. The intensity and build-up to these new partnerships are rarely visible to us. It's really just hurried, lazy writing, and the show doesn't value that aspect of the show. Unfortunately, they are boring together, was another criticism, compared to SC, and gets along considerably better with other actors. I think they're okay off-screen. On the other hand, fans of BNB will only need to watch every single day to figure out what happens next. The CBS network broadcasts The Bold and the Beautiful during the week. Look up the timings in your local listings. Please share your opinions with us in the space provided for comments below. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Fierce Forrester takes charge, Steffi's family intervenes? Written by Heather Hughes on December 5, 2025. Leave a comment. Related. Television spoiler. Soap opera. The Bold and the Beautiful 38. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Fierce Forrester takes charge, Steffi's family intervenes? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. BNB suggests that Steffi Forrester Finnegan might compel a family intervention. When a crisis strikes, will this ferocious Forrester take command? Since Luna Nozawa is finally out of the picture and Sheila Sharp is acting appropriately for the time being, Steffi has been breathing a sigh of relief. Steffi is relieved that Luna is no longer a threat, even if she feels sorry for John Finnegan. For a change, Steffi was hoping to simply enjoy the quiet, but she would eventually receive some unsettling news. Even while the next disaster might not be as severe as all that transpired with Luna, Steffi might still be deeply affected by it. There may be an impending circumstance that will compel Steffi to take charge and attempt to prevent things from getting worse. There will be a lot more family drama on BNB now that Eric and Rich Forrester are at odds over Eric's future. Eric still believes he has a lot of petrol left in the tank, despite Ridge's desire for him to retire and take a break from the corporate mayhem. Ridge's choice to oppose Eric's desire to return to design and contribute significantly at Forrester Creations will compel everyone to take sides. For a few reasons, Steffi might not know which side she is on. A part of Steffi might be concerned about Eric's health and worry that he would go too far. Another aspect of Steffi might believe that since Eric contributed to the development of Forrester Creations, his sentiments should be honored. In any case, Steffi will dislike the internal strife and might take it upon herself to put an end to it. This can develop into a family intervention in which Steffi insists that Eric and Ridge come to an agreement. Even though there's no assurance that idea will succeed, Steffi might give it a shot. Steffi may insist on taking extreme measures to end the conflict, because she will undoubtedly want Ridge and Eric to get along if at all feasible. Stay tuned for any more significant Forrester-related news, as spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Steffi will end up in the heart of all the family conflict. Make CDL your go-to source for Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, news, and updates. In a major Forrester showdown, Eric challenges Ridge. According to spoilers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Eric Forrester will pose a serious threat to Ridge Forrester. Will Eric start a new fashion house to challenge Ridge and put him in his proper place now that Ridge is attempting to force him to retire once more? Until he is unable to work, Eric wants to spend all of his time designing with his kid at Forrester Creations. Regretfully, Ridge wants Eric to retire and take a back seat. Now that he and Donna Logan are married, Eric ought to be content with his life. Should Eric be permitted to continue creating designs for his business until he is unable to do so? Eric becomes even more determined to make his case after Ridge declines. Ridge does not want Eric to be at Forrester. Ridge wants to stay on as Forrester's CEO, without having to worry about sharing the company's couture line. Ridge doesn't require Eric to intervene on his behalf. Ridge says he's doing just great. Fall leaks have revealed a new fashion firm emerging to challenge Forrester Creations, thanks to the head writer's look ahead. Could Eric be the one who puts up a new fashion firm because Ridge refuses to allow him create at his own building? Should fans get ready for another confrontation between a father and his son? When it comes to pursuing his work, Eric clearly has Donna's backing. In this case, Brooke Logan has sided with Ridge. Since his son has pushed him away, Eric might conclude that he must do things his way. Will Eric decide to include Ridge in his comeback show in order to teach him a lesson? There are some people who could and would support Eric in his fight against Ridge. Due to his neglect, Zen Forrester may be easily persuaded to leave hope for the future. Since Thomas Forrester's life has been completely upended once more, he would most likely accompany Eric. Maybe it's time for a full fashion house rivalry, as we've already had a dueling designer battle at Forrester. Will Eric start a rivalry with Forrester Creations by starting his own fashion house? According to spoilers, this conflict could get out of hand. Will the fashion house battle ultimately determine which designer is superior? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. 3 Ways Happily Ever After is in jeopardy after Hope and Liam's wedding goes wrong. Written by Heather Hughes on December 5, 2025. Remarks. Comment on television spoilers soap opera, The Bold and the Beautiful 6. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. 3 Ways Happily Ever After is in jeopardy after Hope and Liam's wedding goes wrong. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful B&B, Hope Logan and Liam Spencer's wedding day might go wrong in at least 3 different ways. Will potential problems put Liam and Hope's happy ever after in jeopardy? Hope and Liam will get married in December, because they are finally in agreement on their future. Liam is eager to remarry Hope in the hopes that their union would endure forever. But a soap opera marriage ceremony wouldn't be complete without a few hiccups. As Hope and Liam attempt to make this significant commitment, they will undoubtedly face some challenges. In light of this, we ought to think about a few potential narrative trajectories for drama. Here are some ways Liam and Hope's wedding could go wrong since B&B might have a few mishaps on the big day. 1. Thomas begs for a last-minute reunion? To begin with, this holiday season is Thomas Forrester's homecoming. What if Thomas shows up just in time to corner Hope and beg for a last-minute reconciliation before she marries Liam? It's possible that Thomas has been missing Hope and regretting leaving her since his breakup with Paris Buckingham. Depending on his current state of mind, Thomas might be so desperate that he begs Hope to reconcile. However, a fake-out would still allow the production to create some drama. Before merely wishing the happy couple well in the end, Thomas may appear to be prepared to ruin the wedding celebrations. In any case, Hope is committed to Liam and will remain with her selected groom on her special day. 2. The illicit passion between Deacon and Taylor leaks? Deacon Sharp will be experiencing intense emotions at Hope's wedding because he is a proud father. Deacon might have a private moment with Taylor Hayes as a result, and they might not be able to conceal their actual feelings. Is it possible that Deacon and Taylor's secret passion may surface at this point? Is it possible for someone to see Taylor and Deacon sharing a kiss somewhere? If Taylor and Deacon go to Liam and Hope's wedding, that would be an intriguing way to change things up. 3. Sheila makes a big fuss? Sheila Sharp, of course, cannot be overlooked because Beth Spencer does not want her to attend the ceremony. Sheila might show up at the party and create a big commotion, even if she isn't invited. Sheila can become very agitated if she sees Deacon and Taylor appearing too close. Sheila has a way of shaking things up, and she might make this wedding go crazy. Fortunately, spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Liam will marry Hope again, so we'll keep you informed about any additional wedding-related news. It's comforting to know that Liam and Hope will undoubtedly tie the knot, whatever of the mayhem B&B may cause on their special day. For more thrilling Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, news, and updates, visit CDL often. Ridge vs. Bill is back in action. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, there's a very significant probability that Ridge Forrester and Bill Spencer will face off again. All of this seems to be related to Katie Logan feeling undervalued once more. This is due to the fact that she will be angry that the now multinational corporation did not wait to deal with damage management. Furthermore, she shouldn't be back at work because she prioritized her personal sentiments over the rejection of her plan. You talk about a lot of feelings, don't you? Ridge will probably want to keep Katie where she is, but Bill would probably battle for her. Or so we believe. On social media, viewers of The Bold and the Beautiful obviously had a lot to say about the issue. Of course, in the real world people know that crisis PR and regular PR are actually different and require different skills. One commenter even said. Therefore, Katie would have likely suggested hiring the crisis PR team, while she carried on with her regular work. However, this is the soap. I don't think anyone wants the Forrester undervaluing Katie plot that we now have. From a business employer/employee perspective, I don't think anything is really wrong here, wrote a different show critic. It makes sense to hire experts who specialize in this type of public relations, especially because it appears that Katie requested time off and that nobody was aware that she intended to work on this. Additionally, there was the statement, "I don't disagree with everything. However, I do believe that Ridge and Brooke disregarded Katie. It's the Carter situation all over again, but ideally Bill's launching of a rival fashion house is how the Carter situation should have ended. I enjoy Ridge and Bill's power play. Let's take action." There is a new stalker for Electra Forrester. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Electra Forrester is a hot commodity, and the favorite of all the local stalkers. Electra had to deal with Remy Price, her old stalker, just a few weeks ago, and now it appears that she has a new one. Spoilers for Bold and Beautiful's upcoming week are provided below. On the CBS serial opera, Thanksgiving took a turn for the worse when Electra Forrester received odd texts and an unexpected visit from Dylan, a former intern at Forrester Creations. She appears to work as Hayes' art instructor in addition to the fictitious art school on the beach, where you most likely recognized her. Dylan, Sidney Bullock, the driver who struck and murdered Luna Nozawa on The Bold and the Beautiful, is now well known for something else. Dylan is also ensuring that everyone is aware that she was the driver who put an end to evil Luna. Some may even refer to it as clout chasing. B&B spoilers state that Dylan will stick with Electra Forrester because she needs a friend. However, viewers at home are beginning to doubt Dylan and her narrative. Furthermore, why did she feel the need to involve Electra in it? It appears that Dylan thought killing Luna would gain her favor with Electra and the Forrester family. In any case, we can all agree that Hayes' former art instructor is obviously off. Dylan has been living in Electra's shadow, acting a lot like Remy Price, and taking on various jobs while attending art school. Could it be that, like Remy, Dylan has been fixated on Electra Forrester and her idyllic life? Is she trying to get closer to Electra by taking advantage of Luna's passing? Is that the reason for her peculiar behavior?